The movie The Silence of the Lambs is about an FBI agent in training, Clarice Starling, who is called upon by her superior unexpectedly to try to find Buffalo Bill, a serial killer. She uses the help of Hannibal Lecter, a former psychologist and cannibal, to do so. Towards the beginning of the movie, Buffalo Bill kidnaps Catherine, the senator's daughter. While Clarice is interviewing Dr. Lecter for her superior, she discovers that he knows something about Buffalo Bill. He is difficult about giving up the information, though, and will only do so in exchange for the story of Clarice's childhood. Eventually, the senator agrees for a change of scenery for Dr. Lecter in a bargain. He is now put in a sort of cage. One night, as the guards are bringing him his second supper, he attacks and kills them, then escapes. In order to escape, he cuts off the face of one guard and wears it as a mask. Meanwhile, Clarice is piecing together the breadcrumbs Dr. Lecter has left her throughout the movie. She now knows that Buffalo Bill is kidnapping larger, plus-size girls so he can use their skin to make a woman's suit, since he wants to be a girl. He stars them for a few days in a well so their skin is loose, then kills, skins, and dumps them. She originally goes to his house unsuspecting. After realizing he is the killer, she shoots and kills him. Psychologists are unsure about the cause of antisocial personality disorder. Some think it has genetic links that are triggered by environmental factors. The risk factors include having a member of your family with the disorder, history of child abuse, and having an alcoholic parent. More men than women acquire antisocial personality disorder. It develops during childhood, peaks around age 20, then decreases around age 40 to 50, only showing a few symptoms. Abnormalities in the neurotransmitter serotonin, the prefrontal cortex, and the temporal lobe are found with the antisocial personality disorder. Serotonin is linked with impulsive and aggressive behavior, while the prefrontal cortex and temporal lobe control mood and behavior. Other structures involved in this disorder include superior temporal gyrus, amygdala hippocampal complex, anterior cingulate cortex. Psychological effects are disturbances that can alter your mental health if left untreated. Psychological effects of antisocial personality disorder include manic episodes, mood instabilities or extremes, severe depression, dysregulation of emotions, emotional outbursts, anxiety or panic attacks, aggressive outbursts, and suicidal ideations. Hannibal Lecter has antisocial personality disorder, a personality disorder in which the person exhibits a lack of conscience for wrongdoing. Antisocial personality disorder is characterized by disregard for others' rights and violating those rights, lack of empathy, breaking the law to satisfy one's own needs, self-assured, superficially charming, witty, manipulative, and deceitful. Hannibal Lecter is most, if not all, of these things. When Clarice first meets Dr. Lecter, we see his superficial charm. He is polite, calm, and seems genuine.
Good morning.
Dr. Lecter, my name is Clarice Starling. May I speak with you?
You're one of Jack Crawford's, aren't you?
I am, yes.
May I see your credentials?
Certainly.
Closer, please. Closer. That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you?
I'm still in training at the academy.
Jack Crawford sent a trainee to me.
Yes, I'm a student. I'm here to learn from you. Maybe you can decide for yourself whether or not I'm qualified enough to do that.
That is rather slippery of you, Agent Starling. Sit, please. Now then, tell me, what did Miggs say to you? Multiple Miggs in the next cell.
Hannibal Lecter shows lack of empathy and remorse when he casually talks about eating a man's liver.
census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Yet again, he is not empathetic towards the senator during their bargain. He makes jokes even though her daughter was kidnapped.
Tell me, Senator, did you nurse Catherine yourself?
What?
Did you breastfeed her?
Now, wait a minute.
Yes, I did.
Toughened your nipples, didn't it?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Amputate a man's leg and he can still feel it tickling. Tell me, Mom, when your little girl is on the slab, where will it tickle you?
Take this thing back to Baltimore.
5'10", strongly built, about 180 pounds. Hair blonde, eyes pale blue. He'd be about 35 now. He said he lived in Philadelphia, but may have lied. That's all I can remember, Mom. But if I think of any more, I will let you know. Oh, and Senator, just one more thing. Love your suit.
He also shows no remorse after killing 2 guards deceitfully by picking the lock on his handcuffs. He nonchalantly listens to classical music afterwards.
Jimmy, what did he stop? Jesus Christ!
Ready when you are, Sergeant Pembry.
At the end of the movie, after Hannibal Lecter escapes, he calls Clarice and jokes about having an old friend for dinner. He means this literally.
Where are you, Dr. Lecter?
I have no plans to call on you, Clarice. The world's more interesting with you in it. So you take care now to extend me the same courtesy.
You know I can't make that promise.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
Dr. Lecter. Dr. Lecter. Dr. Lecter.
Lastly, throughout the movie, we see his wit. Hannibal Lecter analyzes Clarice to the T, gives her only difficult clues about Buffalo Bill, and escapes from his cage despite the high level of security. Overall, the depiction of Hannibal's antisocial personality disorder is accurate except for his age. The disorder is supposed to be less prominent in the 40s and 50s, but Lecter, who seems middle-aged, is still very extreme. You should only be showing a few symptoms.